How your mortgage can make you wealthy. We're going to show it to you right here. And every time we start a video with this, let me stop multitasking and listen to your old buddy Josh. Look at that. Look at how tan I'm looking. Looking good, Josh. Yes, I am. My pearly yellows. Pearly yellows against a white shirt make them look more yellow, but my pale white skin that's getting some tan against a white shirt makes you look even tan. Hi, ladies. I know you're out there. Say, Josh, send me an email. You're so handsome. The fellas like, Josh, send me an email. I'm like, no, we don't go that direction, boys. No, sorry, Bob. Look, maybe in my drunken days, I might experiment a time or two. No, there ain't nothing attractive about men. Why a girl marries a guy, I don't know. There's nothing sexy about a guy. That's just a fact. If you're born that way, you go that way, more power to you. But man, not for me. That's mean. No, it's not me. It's just my preference. I think we have a right to a preference, do we not? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. Now, I don't like mortgages. I'm very much looking forward to having my mortgage paid off. I got a ways to go. I'm hoping to do it in 5 years. We'll see. We'll see. I can't imagine what it'd be like not to have a mortgage payment. We know for a fact that not having a mortgage payment means your cash flow needs are less. That's just a fact. That's why people are happy in retirement, because the vast majority of people in retirement own their homes outright. Shocking. We also have a study in Canada, which we talked about in my locals live stream last Saturday, that you can join in the Doobie-Dook, $5 a month. Join the locals live stream. There's a study in Canada, 400,000 Canadians. They showed what makes people happy. A homogenous society. One that you don't have a high expense relative to your housing costs. If your housing costs are less than 30% of your income, that's very happy. That's what we found. Not we, but the people who did the study. Homogenous society, a short commute time, a lot of elbow room, same kind of group preference when it comes to religion, all right? Low debt, low expense, to your housing costs. There's something else there too. I forgot what else it was, but we know it's like basically smaller communities, smaller commute times, basically low debt to no debt, and homogenous, same kind of group in terms of religion preferences and whatnot. But diversity is our strength, says Oliver Anthony. I just no hillbilly will ever say that, especially with the way he talks. We actually had a good feisty one last night. Some of the people on the live stream, they're not liking my take on that guy. They said, Josh, you're missing the point. I said, man, I think you're missing the point. It's a big psyop. They throw this guy out there for some reason to try to encourage us that diversity is our strength. And they say, you're taking it out of context. Did you watch the interview he did, that Fox News guy? I didn't say that. He said it. It's like, we're a melting pot. Diversity is our strength. I'm like, oh, gosh. But, whatever. We can still disagree. We can agree to disagree and still be friends. It's cool. All right. So, again, I do not want you to have a debt, but I could not afford this house without taking a mortgage. I don't know. I don't have the cash flow for this. You know what I'm saying? You cannot afford your house without taking a mortgage, the vast majority of people. So, getting a mortgage, we want to pay it off by the time we retire, but just give yourself a break if you still have one. And again, even if you have a mortgage in retirement, doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just means we're going to have to raise the cash in which to pay the mortgage. It'd be preferable if you didn't have to do that. But just because you have a mortgage does not make you a bad person, just FYI. But frankly, we'd rather not have one. But how do you own a house today without a mortgage? You can't. So, all right, let me give you an example here. We've got a $100,000 house. All right, but that's not true. What about healthcare? Just use it for nice, simple numbers. I'm a simpleton. I'm just a caveman financial planner. I don't know your ways on mortgages and debt to income and leverage and loan to value. I don't know your ways. All right, so we got $100,000 as the price of our home. We got an FHA loan. We're putting 5% down. That's it, 5% down. It means we have a $95,000 loan. Pretty simple. The house is $100,000. You got $5,000 down. The rest you're borrowing $95,000 loan. So what we do, we just figure out a loan to value. We take the amount of our debt divided by the value of our home. That's literally just that simple. That's our loan to value. LTV is loan to value. So if we have a 95% as our loan to value, inherently 5% is our equity. All right, that's pretty simple stuff there. All right, so now what we do is we say the very next day, we'll just say our house went from $100,000 to $200,000. Just for simplicity, all right? Now, our loan is still the same. We still got a $95,000 loan, right? I got to make sure I'm looking at the right place. There we go. Right there. Look at that dirty. So our house went up to $200,000. Our loan is still the same. We still have, now though, we have $105,000 equity. This is just basic balance sheet accounting, nothing fancy here. But we take $95,000, that's our loan amount, divide by the current value of the house, and now our loan to value has gone from 95% down to 47.5. Whoa, which means our equity has gone to 53%. So our equity went up by a factor of 10. In fact, now we have $105,000 equity. Actually, I don't even know what that would be, whatever that is. We just now got we made $100,000 equity on a $500,000 down payment. What's a factor of 20? I don't even know what that is. So a factor of 20. We've increased our equity 20 times by nothing more than appreciation of the house price. That's it. That's why people get wealthy in real estate, because real estate, and not so much in stocks, because real estate tends to go up slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Stocks, on the other hand, are volatile. And what happens, like I'm looking at NVIDIA last couple of days, I just got off the horn with a lady who's just been crushing in her NVIDIA stock. And I'm like, please take some gains, please. And I'm like, just take some gains. So take some gains. She goes, I know. I said, email me when you take some gains. She goes, I will. And I said, you're not gonna. She goes, I said, just do it for me. Just take some gains. We'll see if she does. Anyway, the point being is, NVIDIA goes, or Tesla, any of these go up and they go down. When a stock drops so much, this is when you get a margin call, which I actually used to do at Schwab. And if you don't deliver, we're going to sell you out. And then we're going to have a cash balance. You're going to have a debit due to us. You got to owe us some money. And so the problem with leverage on stocks is so volatile, you just can't sit there and play the long game. The difference with real estate, and there's always going to be opportunity for the real estate to go down. I'm not saying it can't, but it doesn't usually go down like a stock does. In fact, we've really never seen that happen. And the reason for that is because people can borrow. That's just a fact. We have a significant leverage. 95% loan to value. You can never do that in a stock. I think the max you can do is 50% loan to value on a stock. And then when it gets above 50%, you have a margin call where you got to get it back down to 50. That's why it usually doesn't work for stocks. Now it could. I mean, you could leverage to the hilt on NVIDIA, and next thing you know, you're freaking the cat's meow, your catbird seat. I would never recommend that. I think it's way too risky. But real estate, well, you leverage, that's exactly how it works, because there's only so many houses. They don't go up and down. They still serve a purpose, which is giving you a roof over your head. And when you actually look at people, the real estate or their financial planning scenario, you're like, they have so much equity. Why? Because this right here. They start with a small amount, a high loan, small amount. They were paying off the loan slowly but surely. The loan was going down, and at the same time, the equity was going up. Not just the equity from paying down their loan, but the equity from the appreciation of the home. And most people stay in their homes about 10 to 15 years or so. So you have 10 to 15 years of that double dipping. They got the debt going down, and the equity and the value of the home going up. So it's getting to become this greater and greater delta of the difference between the debt and the equity. The equity is growing, the debt's being paid off, and then on top of that, you get appreciation of the home as well. And that's how you get rich, man. Or not rich, but wealthy for sure. And you have a place to live. You still got to have a place to live. So if you have a mortgage, just give yourself a break, dude. Now, we don't want it. We want to get it paid for, but if you have it, it's okay. Obviously, if you can pay it off, you probably should, but I don't even know that anymore. If you're getting a 3% mortgage and you got 6% or 5% money market, it's tough to make that case. I would, because I can't stand it. I cannot wait to not have a mortgage. 53 years old, dude. I've had a mortgage since we bought our first house in 1998. That's 28 years old. That's 25 years ago. I've had a mortgage for 25 flipping years. Oh, I can't wait till that puppy's paid off. All right, don't forget to join my locals channel, sign up for my email list. Love to hear your thoughts. We'll see ya.